Hey guys, it's Iblis here from the Baron's Finest, giving you guys a little bit of a deck profile. So I guess kind of explain. I'm sorry about the lack of activity the channel's been having lately. I've been trying to keep up with it, but and I normally don't like to do DN deck profiles, but because of like some certain circumstances that I've had to at least record this deck profile on DN, I'll try and get some real card coverage deck profiles for the next coming weeks. But anyways, about I would say roughly a week ago when this video goes up, it's been like only a couple days for me right now, but well, might be like a week or two I guess when this video goes up. I'm not entirely certain, but there was a huge tournament around my area and I wanted to participate. However, due to a combination of health, being unprepared, and having to work and stuff, I could not attend. And I really would have liked to have attended. Like I was planning on going for at least like the side events, but I could like when I realized my day was gonna be that busy, but I couldn't even make it to that, like for a 1 hour tournament or something like that. So regardless, this is the deck I would have played for those events had I been able to go. I was gonna play Fire King mostly because I felt like it was the best out of what I had, considering I hadn't been. I'm still kind of out of the loop when it comes to the game. So nonetheless though, this is the deck I would have gone with had I been able to play. And we're going to get started on the deck list. So let's see what we got. So to start off with, we have 2 Fire King High Avatar Garunix. I only cut it down to 2 Garunix and not the Sacred Phoenix anymore, mostly because of artifacts, and I just felt like Garunix was just overall more solid and safe, whereas I don't want to trigger all the artifacts during my opponent's turn because of how Sacred Phoenix works, so I chose to cut that. 3 Yaksha, 3 Barong. With changes to the build, I wound up getting the Fire Dogs. I wasn't as fond of Fire Dog as much as I thought I was going to be like in this format. It kept proving to be less and less effective, and I was like, oh well, because I had to cut down on stuff, like I liked it less and less the more I played it. So I cut it down to just, I guess, the 8 basic Fire Kings. Wolfbark is Wolfbark. We all know why he's good. Bear is Bear. 2 Cardcar. I personally have a really fond affection for Cardcar. If you don't have Cardcars, I'd probably play the baby Garunix, the little chicken. But I personally prefer to play Cardcar just because this build is a lot more back row heavy. Not to mention there's not as many real monsters to draw into, and I want to see my cards as much as I can, so double a Cardcar for draw power. And then 3 Swift Scarecrow. This deck has a lot of rough matchups, so I do admittedly want to be able to protect myself basically, and I felt that 3 Scarecrow was the best way to go about that. For spells, 3 Onslaught. We all know how good Onslaught is. 3 Tenki. We all know how good that is. 2 Circle. I keep going back between 3 and 2 of this card because like when I cut it down to 2, I want the third, and when I had the third, I keep seeing the second or I keep seeing it too much. So it's like I don't like. I wish I could play like 2.5 somehow. I wish that was somehow a possibility. And I don't mean like side eyeing it, of course. 2 MST because why not? MST is MST. Dark Hole, Book of Moon, Rekindling. I heard this card's good. And I heard this card's also good. 1 Soul Charge. You know, basic cards. And right now I'm testing 1 copy of Rank Up Magic, the 7th one. This would have been a tag I would have gone in with, mostly because the extra deck has a lot of space to it, and I could have probably even slipped in one or 2 more targets for it. But I just chose to play the 7th one, mostly because I felt the 7th one was gonna be like a fairly decent card. Like the deck only plays like I guess in a way 10 real monsters, so it's like why not really just in a way bump it up to 11. Granted, it sucks if you draw outside your draw phase, but you know what can you do? It's Yu-Gi-Oh. Traps, 1 Torrential, 1 Wiretap. I'm testing this. I actually kind of like it so far. 2 Gen Shift, 2 Mirror Force, 2 Deep Prison, and 2 Breakthrough Skill because I've always believed this card is better in Fire King as compared to Phoenix Chain. The side is not a well-made side. It's just the side I kind of like mashed together. 2 Maxi because hey, we have Scarecrows. Could arguably even main the Maxis, but I feel more comfortable siding them. 2 Fire Ferret because monster removal is good. 1 Ally just Quarantine. Just make it so another break in special monsters. Kind of adds a little bit of more hate, but I don't know really how much it's worth it. Sacred Phoenix, I moved it to the side because I didn't feel comfortable maining it because I feel like against Hat, it's not that good. But against other matchups, it could be pretty decent depending on what you're against. 1 Encore because I've been seeing a lot more Evil Swarm lately. I probably should actually bump this up to 2. 2 and the Band Played On. It's a card I'm wanting to test. I really feel like this card could be like a sleeper card. And you can clearly see the effect right here, so I'm not really going to read it. But I feel like this card is going to be good, if not now then one day, but I want to test it for right now. 2 Light Mirror because, yeah, Artifact. 2 Debunk because people think this card will never leave my side. 2 Decree because I can easily set up my traps. I'm almost debating about even cutting these now because I bumped up the trap ratio a bit. And then the extra is Cowboy, which I don't even know how I feel about this card anymore. I don't really like it as much as I thought I would. Dweller, Maestroke, Exciton, Diamond Dyer, Heartland Draco, second 101. I'm actually debating about bumping this up to 2. Like, I've really noticed I've wanted the second 101 in this more than any other deck I've ever played. Number 50, Tiger King. This guy, this is a Therio kind of tech, I guess, or Therio pick. Like, my theory behind this is that if I can bust this out with a Garunix, and then the opponent is like has to go 1-on-1 on me, I can at least make them go for this instead of the Garunix, because getting having your Garunix 1-on-1 does the worst thing. Megasuchi, Crazy Box. I actually should be citing skill drains again, now I think about it, so I'd probably actually cut the decrease for skill drains for Crazy Box too. Then for the 7th one stuff, C101, because I heard this card's good, being able to take special summon monsters and then just make the materials. Then not to mention he can revive himself, which is cool. 107, because you can actually make rank gates. And then C107. I might also add a Felgrand in here again, I don't know. I don't really ever make 8s, but like, I guess like the reason I went for this is just because you technically can. But I don't know, like I don't really know what else to talk about. Like I haven't done this in a while. I'm sorry this is kind of a lame deck profile, and hopefully I have some real stuff coming soon. I know I said I'd be doing Junk Doppel in the near future, but I kind of want to wait for the, what's that deck called? The whatever the new starter deck is, the one with Pendulums, because I want Supply Unit, plus Raiden comes out this month, I believe. Yeah, it comes out this month, plus it's the last month of the format, so it's like, I'm not too crazy about the game right now. Like, granted, I've enjoyed playing it, but like, I've had so much going on like these last couple months that it hasn't really been, this game has been like the last thing on my mind. And yeah, I guess that's about it, really. Like, I don't even have Primal Origin stuff like that. That tells you how little I actually have been paying attention to this game. But I mean, that's about it for now, guys. I hope this deck profile is somewhat useful. It's untested, as I've said, but you know, I'll hopefully get around to testing it eventually. I might just not even play though until next format, or wait till like stuff clears out for me. But until next time, guys, have a good one, and signing off. And this is Sybil signing off. Peace.